Bum, 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 bum. Tra-la-la-la-la-dee, dum, dum, dum. Da-da-da-da-da. Snap! No little monkeys sitting in a tree, just one naughty crocodile as full as can be.
So I'm Mark Carr. I coordinate the Arts and Environment project for Craigmillar Community Arts, and basically it's my belief in recycling is the biggest part, and natural materials are all around you which you can use, and if you can use things that are perhaps like paper plates today, which everybody can recognise, and use them in a situation such as this, where we collect some natural materials from the countryside around us and transform it into a woodland mask with some Day-Glo markers just to keep that kind of ditzy glamour about it. That's what's important, is the family day as well, because it's also ridiculous how little time sometimes families spend together doing pursuits like this. And I'd say in a time of television and internet, it's a very kind of individual pastime. It's not really something you can do together, is it? So I'd say quite important, but also just to get people into the open air. It's very important to get the tools in the children's hands, get them to do it themselves, get them to experiment. A lot of them could be frightened of failure, but that doesn't matter, Success, failure, just make your own nice mess that will be art,
My name's Stephen Riley. I work for Craigmillar Adventure Project and I'm a CLD worker. CAPRO is an outdoor project, and we use the outdoor environment to give the kids self-confidence in doing different outdoor activities like canoeing, rock climbing and different things like that. We're not focused on doing the actual outdoor activities. There's a lot of hidden things in behind it, like say giving them self-confidence and motivation and different things like that.
I'm Natalia Navarro, and I'm park ranger from the Council from Service for Communities, and I'm today here helping in this marvelous and beautiful park to celebrate the Forest Family Day. We used to do a lot of activities with children in the parks in the East neighborhood, and so this is one of the activities to do to engage families to use properly the parks and do positive things here. This summer, with this beautiful weather, has been really, really good, and a lot of families are getting out just to use the parks with the children and so on.
Okay. Right, my name's Graham Neal. I work for Community Learning and Development in Edinburgh. We've planned, this is the Family Forest Festival. It was planned just to, one, to kind of give myself and my colleagues a chance to kind of work together on a project and kind of work in partnership, which has been really good. The other thing that we were keen on is encouraging people just to use the outdoors, particularly kind of the park here at the castle in Craigmillar, just because it's on people's doorsteps, but a lot of people probably haven't been here before or maybe not seen this bit before, and it's just to get people aware of what's, like I say, what's just on their doorstep and get them outside with their families, and something that's a fairly cheap day out. I suppose for me, my job is that I manage Sandy's Community Centre, and just even the fact that some of the families today won't have been in the centre before, it's really good for us to have people coming in the centre, become aware of what happens in the centre, and maybe they'll send their children to come and take part in some of our groups, or they might come and get involved in stuff at the centre.
My name is Mark Robertson, and I'm an adult guidance worker, and I work for Community Learning and Development. And this has been a fun way to meet parents today. A lot of my work involves helping people make informed decisions about education, training and employment, and that's often done in a fairly formal way in schools, community centres, or where I work at Adult Learning Link. So this is a really nice way to be out in the open, to meet people that possibly I haven't met before from the community, and to be able to share that experience is great. Yeah, well, I think that the partnership approach works very well here, and I think that there is a real community, even though it's quite diverse, multicultural and socio-economic divide. But I think this kind of thing brings people together because it's fun, it's open, it's rather different from being inside, and we've been blessed with the weather today, and the location of Craigmillar Castle is fantastic.
I'm Susan Dixon. I'm a Senior Natural Heritage Officer with the Natural Heritage Service, which is part of Parks and City of Edinburgh Council. It's just great to see local families using the park. We manage Craigmillar Castle Park, and one of the main aims is just to encourage local people to come out and enjoy the park, and that's exactly what's happening today, and it's great to see so many people here and enjoying themselves. We've got people from libraries, we've got storytelling, we've got people from the neighbourhood, the park rangers, they're doing stuff. And
Okay, my name's Paul James. I'm the Senior Community Learning and Development Worker for the East neighbourhood area, and I work for Community Learning Development, which is a section of the Children and Families Department of Edinburgh Council. But we thought it'd be fun to actually have an activity for families based around art, and because we have this wonderful woodland on our doorstep, we thought we'd use that as well. We've been doing some work with the Forest Services and various other people and around environment work, so we thought we'd use this. And Barbara has been doing transition work from nursery to primary around Ellen Oxenby's book, The Bear Hunt. So we've been using that, so we themed the whole day around the bear hunt, and most of the staff involved are from Community Learning and Development in partnership with other providers. Partnership is everything in the area. We're working around a thing called Total Neighbourhood at the moment, which is a result of a government report called the Cullen Report, which is about getting better value within our communities. And it's about people working together rather than duplicating services. So this is an example of that partnership work that we're doing with various other providers from the area, to actually, rather than all doing our own different programme, coming together to provide a better service for the community. I think this kind of idea is to encourage people to do their own learning. This is about facilitating learning rather than teaching, and I think that's very much a CLD approach, is about facilitation of learning, so that hopefully what will happen is the parents will go off with the kids and create their own learning environments within their homes or out in the woods or their back gardens or wherever, where they can duplicate most of the activities that we've taken place today.